Yes, it is true. Things in the crypto world aren't looking particularly bullish right now, are they? However, I'm here to tell you this is nothing more than a minor setback, and I'm going to share with you exactly the proof why that is, where Bitcoin's going, and why one day it's going to be worth somewhere between sort of 500,000 to a million, pretty much inevitable. Now, I've been trading Bitcoin since about 2017. Back then, I wrote this little booklet called the Bitcoin Multiplier Method, just letting everybody know how I managed to turn just $500 into over $10,000 over a 3-month holiday right here in the Philippines. Yes, I am back in the Philippines again, but this time, rather than just being here for myself to enjoy a nice holiday and trade some Bitcoin, I'm actually here now to try and start a business out here rather than back home in the UK where I originally came from, because as you can see right here, web developers in Iloilo, where we are, you can employ web developers here for about 15 to 18,000 pesos per month. Now, I'm not going to pay somebody 15, I think 18 to 20 is probably a little bit more like it, because in real money, that's actually going to be about £250 per month. That's right, per month. And if you compare that to, say, the 40 grand that you're going to have to pay a developer in the UK, that means that you can employ over 13 web developers right here, just for the price of one web developer in the UK. And this massively is going to benefit you, because we've got all the tools right here on the website Mitri Ninja, which is going to help you to actually make better informed decisions when you're trading crypto. These are the systems, the trading signals that I use to still trade to this day. I'm always adapting, always coming up with new strategies to use, and recently I've come up with a very good one, which I'm going to share with you in just a moment. But first of all, I just want to talk about Bitcoin, because right now a lot of people are saying online, I'm seeing it all the time on like Facebook and Twitter, people are saying that the bull run is over and that is it. So I just really want to just share with you exactly my thoughts on that and why I feel it's absolute nonsense. So right now people are saying that, you know, Bitcoin's topped out at 100,000. But how can you tell? If you look at the chart just like this, you can't really see an awful lot. However, on this chart, which I've marked up already, you can see there's all these different signs. These are the sort of phases of the market cycle. So I've done tons of videos on this before, you can check it out. But basically, you've got the low of the market, and that will last a certain amount of time, because all this runs on a 4-yearly Bitcoin halving. So you can pretty much set your clock by the sort of phase that we're in. You've got the venture phase. You know, you're coming up here then on the sort of euphoria phase before you get into the fantasy phase. You always know the fantasy because everybody believes it's just going to keep going up when in fact it's going down. So, I mean, and it happens every single time. So right now, everybody's saying it's going to go down. But as you can see, we are only halfway through this particular part of the bull cycle. So we've got a long way to go. In fact, all the way to about October time. Sort of September, October, that's probably when the market's going to turn and start going back down, by which time, you know, even if we only come up 200% during this particular phase, that's going to take us to 150,000. Personally, I think you could actually go all the way up to sort of 300, maybe even 500, depending on how things go with regulations. But if you're one of those people out there that is thinking that maybe it's over, maybe 100 grand is it, then you're very much mistaken, because we have a very long way to go left in this cycle. Now, since we've been back here in the UK, I've been doing lots of work on the website and the bot shop, the new trading signals that we got coming out. We've also got some really great stuff coming out for Muck Club members of the Muck Club NFT. In fact, that's probably going to be the biggest thing that we have ever done on this channel for all of you guys back there. This is going to be absolutely huge when it happens. But let me just share with you this new strategy. This is something I've been doing kind of manually over the last year or so, because in the UK, trying to trade with all these signals going on, you know, it's a nightmare for capital gains tax, having to account for it all. So I've been doing quite a bit of manual trading, and I found some new, better trading strategies, and it's been quite hard to implement. But what we're going to do now, if you come here to where you're going to set up your strategy here in the bot shop, and I've just put it on now, but only I can see it because I've set it as a private strategy. I've been setting it up now over the last couple of days, and I just want to explain to you just how it works so that you can have some sort of idea as to what's coming probably in the next week. If you want to get your bot, if you're not currently using it, get it set back up again, because well, this is how it works. You can see right here where we was previously in an upward trend coming up from where we broke out here, and after this upward trend had broken down, you can see a really obvious downward trend as well. So when we've broken down from the previous upward trend here, I'm not going to want to trade, right? So basically this is where if I did have any open positions that I hadn't already cashed in and taken some profits up here, whatever I've got left on this, I'm going to ditch it as soon as it breaks the trend line down. Now what we're going to do is we're actually going to automate these trend lines so that when it does break down on the hourly charts, you're going to get out as soon as possible. You're just going to be out the market automatically. And also when it comes to taking profits up here, we're going to be doing that automatically as well, just with a simple envelope, as we always do. So basically each cryptocurrency is going to have its own sort of level of volatility. So like when Bitcoin first came out, it was very volatile. Like the first bull run, it went up about 25,000%, whereas nowadays, like, if it just goes up a few 100%. But if you scroll all the way down to the bottom, you get this one here, fundamental analysis, and this is going to show you all of the average true range percentage figures for each of the coins. So we've separated here into mega caps, high caps, mid caps, low caps, and of course micro caps as well. Like for Bitcoin here, you can click on this and get a more detailed approach. So what we've done is basically taken the monthly ATRP figures for each of the coins and use those to work out where we're going to be here on the envelope. So if we have a look at one of my favorite coins here, Pepe, and we just go back here and we try and find it somewhere here in the high cap coins. I'm going to come down here, PPP, here we go, Pepe. So we're looking at the monthly value here, which is 91, I believe, 91%. It's just been a wild ride with Pepe this year, I'll be honest. So down here, you're going to be looking at changing this input value here to 91%, okay, on a 120-day. And so you can see right here, you're not going to be sort of cashing out every single time the market goes up just a tiny bit. You're going to be cashing out on the big, massive bull runs. And now, as you can see, there's quite a lot of areas to cash out, so that means you need to be cashing in somewhere as well. Oh, there we go. So you can see as it breaks through this line right here, whatever you didn't cash up on the way up, you're going to be cashing out right here on this red candle. So as it goes along, we're not going to be doing anything until we're buying in right here as we break out of that downward trend. And then we're all the way in, and maybe we've cashed out here, maybe cashed out a bit as we go up as well, up here. And as soon as we break down here, this is where we're just going to be cashing everything out again, all the way down until here again when we break out of that bearish. And as you can see, this is how it goes. So we break out here, we've bought in here, and we've come all the way up, maybe taking some profits up here as we've come out the top of the envelope, and then cashed out as we've broken back down here. It has been a really, really great strategy on just about any coin that you want to use it with, as well as stocks as well. So this uses something called like mean reversion. So the furthest away that you get from the mean average, which is the ATRP values for each individual coin. Obviously it's going to come back and revert to the mean at some point. So when it does get that far away that it doesn't normally sort of trade within that range, that's where you really want to take those profits, or start taking profits gradually. Don't just take it all out at one go. Just gradually take little bits off, and then as soon as you break the trend, then you want to get out. So it's kind of like trend following and also mean reversion all mixed into one, and it just has been working really, really great. So I want to automate that as best I can. I can't fully automate this particular strategy, so it is going to be a sort of what I call a semi-automatic. So I'm still going to have to be logging in every day to TradingView and adjusting a few trend lines here and there, because it's really the trend lines which I haven't found a way to automate. The rest of it is obviously quite easy to automate, that's no problem. And then all of those signals just go through to the site and then over into your bot. So for you, it's fully automatic, but for me, it still does take some sort of manual work. Now, all the coins that you're going to need for this strategy are going to be right here in the download section. So you just scroll on down to where it says Muck Club's top 50 coins. Now, I'm not suggesting you trade all the 50 coins. You maybe just want to pick sort of 10 to 15. Maybe watch this video up here if you don't understand just why that is, why you only really want to trade like 10 to 15 at a time. There you go. So just hit that download. And then over here in Trading View, you're going to be able to just open the little drop down here and then import your list and import the MC50 watch list right there. So there we go. Now that we're in the Philippines, we're out the UK, things are progressing again. Please do comment down below. Let me know your thoughts, different things that you might want or that you're interested in with crypto, and I shall see you again in that next video.